Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome or welcome back to Soulful Healing Tarot. In this reading, we're going to find out what are the compliments people are giving you behind your back. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and pick a pile that you're most drawn to. Use your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the comment section below, and I shall see you at your reading. Hello, my dear pile number ones. Welcome to your reading. So let's find out what are the compliments that people are giving behind your back. Okay, they might be noticing things about you. They might be talking about these particular aspects of you that they are noticing. Okay, so I have your cards in front of me here. Let's start with just my luck. Okay, so the first card that came out, the first card that I pulled out was just my luck. I'm like, okay, okay. Pile number ones are doing something so great, so aligned that people think they're just lucky. Okay, so people are saying this in a very naive way, but that's okay. They're not in that awareness to understand why it seems lucky. Okay, while there is a great deal of work that has gone into this luck, okay, what they call luck. So you might be hearing things like, my god, they're just lucky, they're getting all the best opportunities, they're so blessed, things just fall into their lap, right? So for the outside, from the outside, it looks like magic, but you guys know better, right? So you know that it is not magic. Okay, so to give an example, it would be like, a world class athlete who makes a difficult play look effortless, right? One of those figure skaters, they are so gracefully they're skating and dancing, like it's so effortless, right? When I look at them, I'm just in awe. But I understand there's a lot of effort in that practice and iterations that has gone into this graceful performance, right? The hours of practice. So people are not really looking at that depth. So they're just calling it luck. There's just your high level of discernment, really. So we do have this wildcat energy here. Look at this. It says, "Be still and tune in, for there is something aloof lurking alongside you." Okay, you're very intuitive. Okay, you know things. This is just because it is like a forecast. Okay, you can do a forecast when it comes to people, when it comes to situations, to the best accuracy. Okay, so that means you're very intuitive. Okay, you are intuitive, you pick up on things. So you have this wildcat instance for knowing exactly when to even pounce on an opportunity. Okay, so people are complimenting your success because they can't comprehend that mental self worship and preparation that goes into your wins. Okay, they're just seeing the bloom, and you are the one who tended to the roots. Okay, so I'm just seeing that it is a very innocent way of saying, "Hey, you're lucky." That seems perfect, but I feel like they are hiding something within themselves. They're protecting something within themselves that actually they need to face. Like, they need to come in terms with how much effort they are putting into their own goals, into their own life, right? And you're doing, I think you are showing this to them. At least you're nudging them to see, to look inwards, even if it is a bit like it brings a bit of a discomfort for them, right? You're bringing in that notch, and it is affecting them in a positive way. So don't worry, they're not here thinking you're a bad person. They're just thinking, that wishful thinking. You see someone else achieve their dreams and success, and they go wait and think, hey, what is it? I'm so happy for them, really, from my heart and from my soul. I'm really happy for them. But what is it that I need to do, right? What is it that I need to do to be pile number one? So they might find you very inspiring. Okay, they might be observing you, they might be seeing the kind of things that you are doing right, and yeah, you are setting them up for success even. Okay, so that is great, that is amazing. So they can see the changes within themselves just being around you. Okay, they're picking up on these instincts like you, just like you. Okay, they're noticing the patterns, then they are reiterating things in their life so that they are also as aligned as you are towards your purpose, towards your true self. Okay, so that is beautiful. So when I'm looking at this Two of Swords, right, I feel like you're very non-judgmental. You're not biased when it comes to giving opinions or judging a situation, right? So if you are in a friends group or in a group and people are coming to you for your opinion because they know that you're not judgmental and you're unbiased, and imagine there are two people in front of you, okay, and one of them you are not very aligned with, you don't really like them, but it's okay. You know to make peace with that, and you kind of build that, that rapport. You don't want to you don't want to go and fight with this person, but or in be in a very bad energy with this person, in a frequency with this person. But yeah, so there is one person like this, and there's another one who is whom you like. Okay, you don't have any complaints about them. So these two people, if they're standing in front of you and you have understood the situation right very well, you will not blindly just favor the other person because you like that person better. You will try to understand the situation. Okay, you will try to understand the situation. You will understand, you will bring in fairness to this situation, no matter how much you dislike the other person. Okay, you will bring fairness to the situation. If the person you like is at fault, that is what you're going to say. You're going to be very honest about that. Okay, so people has seen this about you. Okay, and that is a quality of a leader, someone who has good command over themselves and over their morals and integrity. Okay, so people are complimenting you regarding this, and I have to tell you, these are people who are on a higher level or a higher status in the society, right? So whoever those people are, if you are a student, then it is your teachers, right? If you are like some elite group of people, if you're in business, people are noticing you because of this and they want you in their circle. Okay, so those are the compliments that you're receiving. And I think you also have this baddie energy, and baddie but a softie. Okay, you cannot mess with this person just because you are also very generous. Okay, you're generous in the way you help people, or you want to help people. You are always there for them, but you have your boundaries. You don't let people, misuse you or take advantage of you. Right? You put stern boundaries there. Okay, we have the King of Swords energy here. King of Swords. Okay, so there's something about your communication that people are complimenting. You might be good at, excuse me, about being a public speaker. Okay, if you when you start speaking, people automatically listen to what you have to say. Okay, because you speak with mental clarity. Okay, you're not confused. You're well sorted in your head. Okay, and yeah, what else? Yeah, you have boundaries. I did speak about that. um yeah, your clarity of voice, even I did speak about the clarity of voice. You would speak up in a meeting or a friend group when something is off. Okay, you're not going to sit quietly when you sense something is off. You would speak up. You speak with such great command over your voice and over your thoughts and over what you're saying. Like there's such precision that people go quiet. Okay, people want to hear. So your advice is treated like some kind of a gospel truth, because you've proven time and time again that your inner knowing is like, it can be trusted. So people really value that. Okay, value your wisdom. Whenever you've said, you know what, that is bad news, that person is bad news, and initially they would have doubted it, like how can you say it is bad, they are bad news, you don't know anything about them. Actually, you don't know, you can really quickly pick it up. Okay, you're smart that way. And they realize that you were right all along. So it must have happened multiple times. Okay, so they would have picked up on that, and they rely on your words and your wisdom. Okay, people are also complimenting you on your fashion sense. Okay, look at this. So you might already be getting compliments on the pictures that you post online, or the way you dress, like the style. It is more like a style, like there is a artistic touch to it. Okay, you are bringing in the kind of fashion, the uh, with intention. Okay, you are not copying the crowd, you are customizing your own unique styles. Okay, and you're getting compliment on that because I think you kind of associate this to even self respect when it comes to what you adorn as a cloth, like a statement of devotion towards yourself, right? So you really put in that effort and that care when it comes to how you dress and how you carry yourself, and how when it comes to the makeup that you wear, right? The style that you have. Sometimes you might be even standing for a cause. One of the accessories that you have might be something that if when people talk to you, right, they realize you're supporting someone, a cause. That's how they get to know, right? So it's quite unique, and it's like, an art in itself. So once you get to know, once you read not read once you talk, once they start speaking to you, right, they understand how carefully that you have crafted this together, that you've put these things together. Okay, and what else? See, there is this energy of self worship here. Okay, my hands fold as I speak to the stars, watching as the sky holds its breath. It is in stillness that I find that all I am and all of divinity within me. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There is something about you that you worship yourself. Okay, and you kind of you're flexible when it comes to fashion. Okay, you like to try new things. See, this person has a purple hair. Okay, a lavender colored hair, and they are bringing boho back, and they're quite bold when it comes to their fashion sense and the way they look, right? So you are also very bold when it comes to your statements. Even as a person, you're quite bold. Okay, we also have these cards that are calling you an enigma here. Look at this. People are complimenting you. They're calling you an enigma. They're mysterious. They're deep. There's layers to them. It slowly unfolds. You need to get to know them. Okay, it's not just whatever externally that you are. You're not really projecting anything. You're just being you. But there is more to you. There is so much to you. Okay, because see, you know a lot of things. There is this energy of books. You might even be getting complimented on the collection of books you have, or the books that you are reading, or how interested you are in different different genres of books. Okay, of knowledge, and you might have different interests. Okay, and you pick up on this knowledge very fast, so it is very nice to converse with you. Okay, um, it says here, yeah, there are some things, there are some things that about you that only few people know, and they feel very special about that. Okay, so I felt like saying that there are some people in your life that you share a few things with that you don't share with others, and they kind of feel good that you have shared these things with them. Okay, they might not be saying it out loud. And yeah, you are also seen as someone, you make friends with a lot of people. Okay, from average to like thick bonded friendship, connectivity. There's a range to you, and you're okay with that. You like that range. You like to have that range even when it comes to friendships. Okay, so people are noticing that you're not not very like an uptight kind of person. You're easy to talk to, just that you might have certain boundaries with people. You vibe differently with different set of people perhaps, but you're very clear about it. You're very open and clear about it. Okay, There, that is something else that is coming through. Did I talk about high fashion? I did, right? Trendsetter will take you to the coolest spots in the city and always make sure you both look good, right? So yeah, there is something about how, if there is an event, you you are getting dressed, and I'm seeing you getting giving fashion advices, or you're picking up things for your friends even. Okay. And it's not like, it's not a competition. You're making sure even they are super well dressed. Okay. And you guys are having a lot of fun together, so there is that generous aspect of you that we were talking about earlier. So you're not like gatekeeping anything. You know this person would look good and in so and so colors with so and so accessories, and of course you will consult with them, like, are you okay? I'm going to go with this look, I'm going to go with this kind of jewelry for you. Are you okay? Are you okay to experiment? And they will blindly trust you because they know how you are. Okay. You're not going to set them up in a way that, only you look good in pictures. You're going to make sure everyone is shining, and that includes you even. You're not going to be like, okay, maybe I should just dress a little, uh, not be so dressy. Don't I'm not going to make it so over dramatic, but no, that is not your mindset. Okay. You're going to make sure others are also at the same level. Okay, they're also shining in their own light. So when you see the group together, it's like, whom to compliment. They all look great. Someone, whoever is the stylist, they are really awesome. They have done such a good, wonderful job. Okay. So yeah, these are the kind of compliments that I'm seeing that people are giving behind your back. So let me know if this resonated for you. So yes, file number one, your reading. I'm ending your reading here. I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye and take care. Hello, my dear pile number twos. Welcome to your reading. So let's find out what are the compliments that you're given behind your back by people around you, people in your circle, and they might be talking about you this way. Okay, so let's find out what the cards have to say. So the first thing that I noticed is the sticker. Okay, if you look at the sticker, there is a moon and it looks sparkly, right? And it contains like an ecosystem, like mushrooms growing around it, and some vines with red berries, right? So I feel that, in your presence, people are feeling very nourished. Okay. People want to like listen to you speak, whatever words of wisdom that you're sharing, right? You might be a poet at heart, and your emotions, how beautifully the visual is coming to my mind is, imagine it as the night sky. Okay. And it is lit by the moonlight, and you see the reflection, that light of the moon, on like very peaceful waves. Okay, there is no high tide or anything. The waves are very calm and drifting very peacefully. So you see that sparkly reflection, right? And it feels very peaceful, very calm energy. Okay. So people are noticing this energy about you, and they feel like, around you, they feel nourished that way. They feel, if at all they were in a lower frequency of energy, you lift them up. Okay. You bring them to a more calm and peaceful space. Okay. Where they feel nourished and they feel heard and they're growing. Okay, look at the mushrooms and the other berries that are growing, right? Very nourishing. And you don't complain about this. Okay, you don't complain about people attaching to you this way. It's just that you understand people feel this way about you. And there's something about what you're doing online that people are complimenting you on. Maybe at first I thought, okay, maybe is it your personal page where you're posting your own photos? But you know what? I am leaning more into something that is very go with the flow kind of energy. Okay, someone who is out in nature, someone who's writing poetry, someone who is writing quotes, right? You see there are different like kinds of Instagram pages, right? Some people are posting about how glamorous they are, and well, they're so beautiful when it comes to putting on makeup and all that cute girly pooky stuff. And there is other aspect, people who are very creative, like artists. They might be having a boho or a hippie lifestyle, and they're out in the wild most of the time. Their hands are gritty and dirty, and that is how they are, a little more free spirited when it comes to this is the energy of free spirit that I am receiving from this pile. Okay, I'm describing two very different kind of aesthetics. I'm not saying one is better than the other. So yeah, you are more of person of words and poetry, and putting putting their thoughts, creative thoughts, down on paper, or telling it to people and making them feel better, right? It feels like the original energy of artists in those times, where they were there. Their presence made everything better, right? Their poetry, it was so deep. People were able to connect with them on an emotional level when it comes to their songs or poetry, or whatever creative endeavor they have taken up, right? So it is similar kind of a vibe when it comes to you. People are complimenting you on that. Okay, and if at all people are having a bad day, you really know how to cheer them up. Okay, and you're not doing it in a very what can I say, a motivational speaker kind of a way, more like the motivation speaker you hear on YouTube. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just trying to tell you, like, the kind of vibe is different. Okay, you are you're very creative and inspiring. You will treat the other person like a muse, like literally that you'll be the hype person for this for others. Okay, you will hype them up, and they will see the art in you. So you will see the art in this person. Look, it says the muse here. Let me read this out for you. This is talking about you. Okay, they are creative and inspiring. They will see the art in you even on your messiest days, and tell you that you are a masterpiece. Exactly, this is how you cheer people on. Okay, they will really connect with you on an emotional level. So you will not think, okay, they're just saying this to cheer me up because I'm having a bad day, things will get better, things will, this will happen, that will happen. No, they are actually, in a true sense, they can identify that this person has this talent that they're not seeing. And when you compliment them, or you bring this into their awareness, you they are like, they feel little charged. Okay, they're not feeling the sadness anymore. They are feeling like, they are a muse that you are admiring. Okay, so this is the kind of compliments that you are getting behind your back. This says there are people calling you an old soul. She's an old soul with young eyes, vintage heart, and a beautiful mind. Exactly. This is how you actually are. You would say things like, ask the cloud to remember. It is written here. Okay? You might be into journaling even. Okay? You might be out foraging. It's not just for food. You might be picking up like pebbles or some kind of dried leaves, and sticking it on your journal. Well, you might have the habit, such habits, okay, collecting shells and making things out of it, and just keeping it as memory. It is a part, just a part of who you are. Okay, yeah. She's an old soul with young eyes, vintage heart, and a beautiful mind. Exactly. Very grounded energy, okay, when it comes to you. Here it says, I am feeling generous tonight. What's your deepest desire? Yeah, you are very generous that way, and you're trying to understand people's deepest desire, and you are engaging with them that way. Okay, and trying to make sure that they are living up to their highest potential. Okay, so that is the kind of compliment that people are giving about you, and it mostly based on how you nourish them. Okay, people are also calling you a visionary. They're a big picture thinker. Yes, you're a big picture thinker. You're like already planning out the house that you want to live in, or what kind of life you need, like in the next 10 years, right? And it's not about the next steps. Okay, it's not about the next 10 steps or the next 20 steps or whatever it is. So you are a visionary that way. And people feel when they're with you, it is more like a family connection. Okay, it says family connection here. Something about like you feeling so familiar to them, like a soul level connection. Maybe you're from the same soul tribe, right? So very familiar connection. You feel like family to them. A lot of people would say they kind of feel like family. I don't know why. It's just about their energy is that way. Okay, and we do have the wheel of fortune here. Okay, wheel of fortune and the magician. You're someone who takes control of their destiny. Okay, you're not going to let things happen to you and call it fate. You're not that kind of person. So you teach people this even. Okay, you teach this in a very mindful way, in a very conscious and mindful way to people, because direct communication may not they may not understand that. So you found, I don't know, I think you naturally are this way, connecting to them in a very emotional kind of way. Okay, from your heart, from your soul. You might be writing things to them, you might be saying these kind of words, and you must be directing them, like take control of your life. Okay, you have the magician's energy. You are a master manifester. Okay, you know how to make things happen, to bring tangible results when it comes to your dreams. Okay, you know how to make the wheel of fortune work for you. Okay, so a lot of people, they might be breaking out of their karmic cycles or whatever when you step into their life. So that is a good thing. So you might be getting compliments that way as well, where you are seen as this abundant soul, someone who works their magic on them, and they were able to come out of a cycle, a previous cycle. For example, if it's a bad breakup, right? Or a bad career path, you're making sure that they recognize their talents, and they were appreciative of their own talents. So that is something that I am seeing here. It says, Faye, not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. You see how there is like this fairy tale energy. We're talking about fairies here, and you're telling people, everything. You're showing them, no, there is something more to what you see and what you believe, and to what your emotions are. Okay, so people are complimenting you on that, like you are literally like a fairy guiding them. So the kind of compliments I'm seeing here is quite, it's very different, okay, from what I heard in pile number one. You're giving this energy of someone, God sent, like to make people's life better. So that is the kind of energy that I'm sensing from you. People are able to connect with you that way. People are able to sit around a bonfire with you and listen to you speak, right? People people know that you're a visionary and they want to follow you, right? They will take your words seriously. And if you are someone who has an online presence, people are complimenting your influence, right? Your influence on others, and how they are connecting with whatever you're saying, and or whatever you're selling, or whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so yes, we have the cow spirit here. It says, may the embrace of that all that is nurturing you awaken in all that you are becoming. Okay, this is exactly who you are. Okay, you're nurturing you. You're like the embrace that is nurturing these people. Okay, and you're making sure that you're awakening their spirits. Okay, you're awakening and reminding them that they are also abundance. They are also very prosperous. They have everything it takes to make it, in this world right now, and you might be showing them the way. So that is what is coming true, like prophet, right? I don't know if prophet is the right word, but yeah, someone who has come into their life that way. So look at this cow. They're like out in the wild. Like, didn't I tell you about this in the beginning, right? Out in the kind, a little more wild. okay, more like a wilderness kind of energy. They have made their own flower crown, right? They have picked up the flowers and they've crafted it by themselves and they're wearing that crown, right? So it's giving handmade, self-made, self-made queen, self-made king, and they are very proud of who they are. And because of that, because they nourished themselves and their talents, this is you, okay? You've nourished yourself, you've understood your talents and the specific aspects of yourself, and with that understanding you were able to stand firm on your ground, okay? So I see someone who has already done shadow work, I see someone who has integrated their shadow, so they are able to shine in their own light, okay? So they are not going to apologize for being who they are. So that is the kind of inspiration you give others as well. So that is the kind of compliments that you're receiving, okay? We do have academic. I don't know if I spoke about this. You like, it says books and ink smudges, looks good in their glasses and sweaters and all that. Yeah, you might be very well read, okay? You might have knowledge about lot of other things, a lot vast topic of things, and you are ready to know more if it means helping others, okay? You will bring in the knowledge, you will read about it, you will not be giving advice without consulting and researching about it if you feel like you don't have adequate information to do so. So people are saying you are quite well read, you are reliable that way in terms of academic knowledge even, and you're a visionary, okay? So yes, these are the messages that is coming through, and it is your compliments that you're receiving behind your back. And yeah, pile number two, that is it. So I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye. Take care. Hello, beautiful souls of pile number three. Welcome to your reading. So let's find out what are the compliments that you're receiving behind your back. So I have your spread in front of me here. So let's dive right in. So the first thing, actually, the I wouldn't say it's the first thing. I kind of had an overview of all the cards, and it kind of kicked in. Yeah, I get the energy here. I get someone who's very hardworking, who's very determined. They don't give up so easily. Nothing can really tire them out. Okay, and then I see this underdog. Okay, people are calling you the underdog. You're very resilient. You are. Uh, you've been through a lot, okay? You are resilient and scrappy, okay? And you've been through a lot, which means you value peace and you give them. And okay, this is written for a different kind of reading, but you see the keywords that I'm picking up here is underdog, okay? Underdog who is resilient, and they will do what it takes to pursue their dreams, okay? They are not going to stop anywhere. You are not going to, you have like so much determination, right? Even till death do us apart, you have that kind of commitment towards whatever it is that you're pursuing right now when it comes to tangible things, okay? Career, finances, and whatever is associated with that dream of yours, okay? Your business, like your purpose, you don't give up. People have never seen you give up, okay? No matter whatever experiences that you've had throughout life, in every phase you have collected as like wisdom, okay? Look at this. Don't you see it? Those are like old books, right? Old books with a lot of knowledge and wisdom to gain from. And you always approach the next book or the next chapter of your life with such love and such energy, such creativity, such passion. Look at that, right? Look at the contrast. That is so beautiful actually. When I'm looking at a person like this, I am seeing someone who's resilient, who has not been defined by what has happened in their life. Instead, they have emerged more powerful and more vibrant from what they have learned from their past, okay? So this is what I am seeing, like in new chapter and of your life and new cycles of your life, you approach it with such deep passion, such creativity, such love, and you know a the turbulent of emotions and all in a good way. And people are appreciating that grind of yours, okay? That how are you doing that? Like they would have given up long time ago, but you don't give up. Okay, you might not be seeing a lot of tangible results, but you know you're on the right path. You know, and that is making you feel so good. Your soul feels right at place, and you don't care whether you're putting in so much efforts and all that, because you feel you're in the right path. Okay, you're right where you're meant to be. So people are observing that. Okay, whatever it is that you're doing, Queen of Pentacles here, someone who's practical, someone who can do both, someone who can nurture and take care of a family and also nurture their dreams and career. Okay, so they see this about you. Okay, and we have the master number 22, a master builder. So look at her, like, and look at the butterflies around her. There's so many transformations, right? And to the person that you have become right now, look at the power. And people can really sense that when they see you, your aura, right? Every in those games when you start off, you just have, like, the minimal supplies, and your wardrobe is all weird and all that, and every level they cross, they get an upgrade, right? So people are noticing that upgrade when it comes to your glow and your characteristics and the way you are, right? It is glowing. It is, the aura is bright. Okay, they cannot hide from that. People are complimenting that. It is even fierce. They know that you're a very strong person. People are complimenting you on your strength, okay, and your power. I feel like she's wearing amulets, like all her whatever levels you have crossed in your life, you are wearing it like amulets. Okay, it's giving a wise person vibe. Okay, someone who needs to be respected. You invoke that kind of respect from people. And yeah, look at her gaze, right? Look at her gaze. Like she's staring right into your soul. And she knows who she is. Okay, you cannot mess with her. And she knows she's building something that is big. And maybe the foundation, it is taking some time, but she knows what she's doing. So that is the kind of compliments that I'm picking up in your reading. We also have stone circle here, like you're very devoted to your craft. Okay, people are picking up on that. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into yourself. Very disciplined. Okay, you handle the waiting period, right? When it comes to you achieving tangible result and you putting in the work, right? There is that period where you could be, you might doubt. You might doubt yourself, doubt your journey, doubt your decisions, and you might be thinking, oh my god, I have put in so much work, will it ever work out? So you're not controlled by these things. Instead, you're showing up as a very powerful person. You're very gracefully handling all these things. And in their mind and in their perspective, they are thinking, you know what, I would have caved long back. This is not me. Like I would have caved long back. So they admired that strength of yours, because these are people who might have given up on something they have pursued because things got tough. Okay, and you have not done that. You are still pursuing whatever it is that you want. Okay, whatever it is that is your calling, you are not giving in to the challenges, you are still going on. Okay. uh, then there is this best friend energy. There are people who consider you their best friend. It says build on foundation of friendship. First person you would want to call. Yeah, they trust you. They there are people out there, they feel happy and grateful that you are in their life, and this is coming from your best friend. So you must know who these people are. Like they feel that they're happy that you are there to pick up their call when in times of need and emergency, right? So that gratitude is coming through here. We have the deep diver. It says, hate small talks. This is you, by the way. This is like coming as a compliment. You're like a deep diver. You're not about superficial things. Okay, there is depth to everything that you do, and you understand this depth, and you have the patience to deal with the depth. Okay. It says hate small talks. They will want to sit up until 3 a.m. talking about universe, your childhood dreams, and what scares you the most. Yeah, this is just talking about how you bond with people and they like the conversations that they have with you, and they get to see like a different, they understand your depth. Okay, they are complimenting you on that. They don't like small, even they don't like small talk. So when they're connecting with you, they connect on a like a deeper level. People are also complimenting you on your looks when you just wake up with your bed head, right? It says low effort, cool look, looks absolutely best first thing in the morning with messy hair and a sleepy grin. So yeah, you look effortlessly perfect in the morning when you wake up. Okay, like I don't know. I'm in a phase of my life right now that my hair is looking absolutely disgusting. I mean, I don't know how else to frame it. I think I have ruined my hair when it comes to, it really needs some bond treatment, okay? Intense bond treatment. So it looks like a mess. And I don't feel that great when I wake up and look at myself in the mirror. So I can imagine how, like someone who wakes up looking all perfect in their bed hair. So people are complimenting you. So I would compliment you too. Like, oh my God, amazing. How do you look like that? That is unfair. You cannot look this good waking up, pile number three. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. Let me look for other details here, okay? Every time I'm looking at this, it's just the strength bit that is coming through, okay? How strong and resilient you have been. So why not understand, what is happening for you next? Because I feel that will help you right now because you're pursuing something. Oh my God, Four of Wands, success. Okay, you're laying the foundation right now. There is so much talk about laying the foundation in your cards. Okay, so I was curious, since you are someone who's pursuing your dreams. Okay, you would want to know what is happening next, and look what came out. Success. This is solid foundation. Okay, you're celebrating something, you're celebrating a win. Okay, and you're celebrating with people around you. So I have to say congratulations for pursuing whatever it is that you're pursuing right now. When it comes to your career and your dreams, you're winning. Okay, you're on the right path. I feel like you need to hear that you are on the right path, and you will be proving, you will be giving other people's support. Okay, you will be inspiring people and others around you, um, to pursue their own dreams. Okay, so you're setting an example for them by showing that you with resilience and with hard work and dedication and devotion and focusing on growth, right? You can achieve anything you set your mind to be, set your mind to. Okay, no matter what the obstacles. So you're this is how you are, being a inspiring person in your community and showing your leadership quality here. Okay, I like that for you. I really like. So beautiful, right? It was so obvious that okay, this person is going to be successful in whatever they're doing. Okay, I see they're doing all the right things, and even doing it with grace, right? So that is beautiful. Okay, you're moving away. You are showing people to move away from this lack mentality when it comes to their finances or career or anything that is related to materialistic things. Okay, if you want it, be ready to be in positive mindset. Okay, being in a mindset of abundance, not lack. Oh, I don't have the energy to do this. Oh, you're finding reasons. People are finding reasons. People are grounding themselves in fear. Okay, so you are showing them there is a way out. Okay, they're showing them to be resilient. You're showing them to have the strength, and that is how people in the future, you're going to be celebrated that way. These people are going to be very happy. Okay, because they've been counting on you. Okay, on some level, they've been counting on you to inspire them deep within. And I'm so happy for them. Look again, Oh my God, you've been celebrated. You're very well thought of in the community of people that are around you. Okay, if at all you're feeling, oh my God, what does my friends think of me and all that? Are they thinking I'm a clown because of how I am dedicated and pursuing my dreams like this? Even though I'm not seeing any kind of tangible result, right? Maybe you are also. Uh, you might be feeling a pinch when it comes to finances or certain situations in your life right now, but you're still pursuing it. If you're wondering, they think very highly of you. They want to see you win, and you're winning. Okay, they want to see you win and succeed and be very successful, and they are here to celebrate and cheer you on. Okay, you have very beautiful people around you. I want to compliment you on that. I want to remind you on that, and I'm feeling a bit emotional. I don't want to say these things, but yeah, like I could feel there is a shift in my emotions even. So yeah, you're going to be celebrated. Okay, pile number three, you're going to emerge successful, whatever you've taken up. So that is the compliment that I am seeing when it comes to your pile. So that is it for your reading, pile number three. I hope it resonated for you. Let me know in the comment section if you did pick this pile, and I shall see you in my next reading. Until then, bye bye and take care.